And Jane and her sister talk about the wedding. Mary Jane pulls her sister saying, "How could you give up on Peter like that?" She then apologizes to Peter, saying, "Sorry, Tiger," as the scene would cut to black. We then cut to Doc Ock, who's escaped from the bridge rubble, as he looks above him, above in New York, only to find his sister standing right on top of it. Now this is where I'm introducing the villain, so don't get confused. As Peter's spider sense goes off, he senses that someone's in trouble and masks up in his Spider-Man suit and swings into the sky. He then kicks Spider-Man. He then kicks Katharina through a wall, stopping her. As Doc Ock says, "Peter, thank you." "Otto, who is this?" "I have no idea." "You should know who this is. You should know who I am." She then notices the doctorate and notices, "You're my daughter, Gwendolyn Katharina Octavius." As the movie would cut to once Peter notices his watch and notices that he's late. "Oh no, I'm late." Otto says, "I can see you're late for your wedding. Allow me to give you a ride." But he's stopped by the Kingpin, who gets out of his limo, telling Peter that need a lift. As Peter unmasks and puts on his tux, he thanks Kingpin for the lift. Now Kingpin's real name is Wilson Fisk. He's one of New York's big crime bosses. He's one of New York's biggest crime bosses, and he's a big physical threat. He's also called Tombstone in the comics, if you want to know that his part of history. As Hammerhead explains in this new Spider-Man animated series, he said that Tombstone's the only thing you see when you come across him. Now, how would I introduce Black Cat? Now, how do I introduce Black Cat? Well, that's to come in a 5th installment in this franchise. As I said at the end of part 3, this was a hard fanscription to make. More harder than anything I've ever done. I wanted to do this right so I could honor the work that Sam Raimi did back in the original Spider-Man trilogy, but also giving homage to new to old fans and fans of the old Sam Raimi films that remember this film from their childhoods. I hope I did somewhat justice for this franchise and did somewhat justice for the films in general. With Tobey Maguire returning in Spider-Man No Way Home, I thought it would be time to play a little game of Bring Back. Resurrect the Spider-Man Sam Raimi films from the dead. I'll see you guys next time for Spider-Man 4. I'll be introducing Black Cat and another familiar face. Dun dun dun!